Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XLM today, Stellar Lumens. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is Christmas Day, the very early hours of Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays, whatever it is you celebrate. It does appear, and we start off the video talking about this every single time because it's so abundantly clear that this is a bull flag. You don't know what a bull flag is? You have any objections to that? Look up what a bull flag is. Type in bull flag on Google. Go to images. It'll pull something up that looks basically just like this, man. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. Everything about it just looks so good. If we look at the RSI here on a daily perspective, you can see that where you're finding your low right now, this area is exactly kind of the area that you found your low here. The area that you found both of these lows here. You were a little bit lower when you found support here, but nevertheless, you do like to find support in this area, or at least you have, since September. Being that you were very overbought when all of these lows came from areas that were not overbought, being that you were very overbought and you're finding support here now and having this kind of a move up already, and given the idea that we have this bull flag as it is, I would assume that that was your low. I don't think that you move lower than that, and I think you are getting ready to move up higher. Yesterday we did see the price move up 8%. We've seen things like H-bar, and I actually just made a video on H-bar, right? Yesterday they broke out. I would say right now, if we look at this chart, Stellar Lumens, right? Like this is a perfect looking bull flag as well. Stellar Lumens is here. H-bar is a day ahead, right? If you look at Stellar Lumens, it's on this day. Tell me it isn't. It's like this chart just without what happened on the 24th, right? Just without these 2 days here. It looks just like this chart, but it's right here on this day. Watch. Right, boom, it's right there. It's right there. It's about, you're about to break out. You are literally on the precipice of breaking out. And when you do break out, there are some benefits to that, to say the least, right? A bull flag, and the other reason why we talk about this every single video that I talk about XLM, or at least why we talk about it at first, is because a bull flag has a very specific measure move. You take the low to the high of the move itself, you put it at the low of the consolidation phase, the flag, and then that measurement should be where you top off next. That's all the way at about $2.27. And that's pretty significant because if we look at a long-term time frame, we take a high that we had in May of 2021 to the low that we had, our bear cycle low in 2022 December, our 1414 is basically right there. And it is very common to go just above the 1414 whenever you interact with it, and that measure move would be just above it, right? If we look at the relative high to the relative low here, I wonder, does it come up as anything? Let's see. Your 3618 is all the way up there, and I mean that is a deep extension. But to be completely fair, right, or at least how I identify these areas, you look for the secondary area. I should say you look for the primary area once you break above the golden ratio, right? These become suitable targets. You look for the secondary area once you break above. Oh, sorry, that wasn't the secondary. This is the secondary area. You break above you get into the secondary area once you break above this golden ratio, the 1618. You look for the tertiary area once you break above the 2618. And here it is, the tertiary area. Once you break above the 2618, that's at about 88 cents. So you're at 38.9 cents now. To consider these targets in more than just the sense of a measure move, more than just the sense of a 1414 fib from this high here to this low, right? You see the high to low brings it all the way up to the 1414. It's right there. More than just making it making sense out of it out of the 3618, or maybe I shouldn't say that. To make more sense out of this being the 3618 without any of that other stuff, you would have to see a move above 88 cents, okay? It would make sense if you break above 88 cents that you go higher, because that's the 2618. That opens you up to the tertiary target area, but it also makes sense if you break above this area. If you break above this red line here, you're breaking above your last cycle's highs, okay? And that would also make sense as soon as you break out that you would probably continue to expand a decent bit away from this high, right? Whenever you break out to new all-time highs, you don't stop. Like if we look at Bitcoin, looking at this thing here, whenever it broke its all-time highs, did it stop that week? No, it kept going. This is where it stopped, all the way up here. Whenever it broke its all-time highs last cycle over here. Whenever it broke them, it broke its all-time highs right here. Did it stop right there? No, it continued going, right? So I'm just saying, if XLM were to break above 88 cents, it's getting right above this all-time high. Is it going to stop there? It's possible, but likely no. You do continue to move forward. It's nice to see that this 3618 is a bit of a move forward away from that, and it culminates very well with the 1414 here, and in culmination as well with the measure move. So something above 224 is coming your way, or maybe I shouldn't say that. Something above $2, around 224, around 220, 230, something like that is coming your way for stellar lumens. I have no doubt about that in my mind. And that probably would happen by, I think, the end of January, right? By the inauguration day of Donald Trump. The minimum target I would give based off of this same fib would be $1.54, right? And the only reason I'm giving you that is because you have respected your fibs pretty well so far, or at least right here, right? 382 rejection, 069 support, 886 rejection, 618 support right here. Very, very, very clean support and resistance throughout these levels. So you really could tip that 1272 and have kind of a shorter move, fall short of your measure move. But going with the pattern here, going with the ideal kind of move that you would see, something all the way to about $2.20 would make the most sense to me. You're at 38.8 cents now. It's just a matter of time. And I want to go back to what we kind of started the video with, right? Looking at where you are here. You know, comparing this again to that H-bar chart, I think that you're just one day or maybe a couple days behind breaking out. I think by the end of today, if not by the end of tomorrow, you'll have prices up here. It'll be more apparent that you are breaking out of this flag zone, right? You just got to move up a little bit more. So you're at 38.8 cents now. Let's call for a move up maybe today. Let's see. Yeah, I think you do move up today, actually. Maybe a little bit lower first, or maybe you're going to find support here. Let's call for a move today to close above 42 cents. And then as you do that, really, if you can get any day to close above like 42, 44 cents, that would probably signify that you are breaking out of this and you are ready to go higher. So within the coming days, within the coming weeks that transpire after that, you would see this move come into full effect again. We would resume the move that brought us into this zone, right? If we look at how long it took us from the beginning down here to the end, that took us 20 days. Okay, so 20 days from now, I mean, I'm calling for this thing to be at $2.20 by the end of January, January 20th, right? From that low, going all the way up to January 20th, that's a 31-day period. That's 11 days longer than our last period. So this next move could be just as robust in the sense of overall growth, but maybe it takes more time, right? It could take more time. Or who knows, maybe it's just as robust, it happens just as fast, and we top off instead of at the end of January, more in the beginning or the middle. That could happen too. But either way, I definitely expect that this next move is underway. It's getting started, and that will only become more apparent with today's close, tomorrow's close, you know, by the end of this week especially. So I got nothing else to say. It does seem like Santa Claus came around for XLM. I know that we are down, relatively speaking, since the end of November there, but I think that right now we're going to pick things up. It's no mistake that Christmas week is the week that we're picking things up, and I think going into the end of the year, we're going to continue to move forward. Going into January, continue to move forward. And I got nothing else to say for you guys. So if you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I actually do want to look at one more thing, the ribbon here. Yeah, the ribbon looks great. That's a nice look. What you need to do is close above the yellow. Everything else, I could make this video short and sweet and just say close above this yellow line, and that would signal that you are likely going to move above this high. And then you could just look back at everything else we've said. Where if you're going to move above this high, where's the target going to take you? You know, $1.54 at a minimum, $2.20, $2.30 at a maximum. Pulling down like this, getting under your ribbon, contracting the ribbon like this after it was expanding, right? Contracting like this, and then getting back above the ribbon. Once you're above it, that's the signal that it's time for the next move. That's how it works. So you're at the precipice, you're at the cusp of that right now. Just get today to close really above 40 cents, 42 cents based off the fibs. Either of those, or even off the price action here, either of those numbers works. And then once you do that, I mean, it's undeniable, man. You're breaking out of your flag at that rate. You are no longer contracting your ribbon, you're expanding it. You went below your ribbon here, and then you got back above it on the bounce. Nothing denying that you're starting your next move. So with that, I end it. If you guys like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.